We're going to see what happens to a Scrub Daddy sponge that is kept dry and placed at 4 different temperatures. 40 degrees Celsius, which is the temperature of a very hot day, 0 degrees Celsius, which is the temperature of ice water, minus 78 degrees Celsius, that's like a really cold day in Antarctica, and minus 196 degrees Celsius. That's about the temperature of the surface of the planet Neptune. Let's take the first Scrub Daddy and heat it to 40 Celsius using a hairdryer. Let's pound it with a hammer. Looks like our Scrub Daddy is pretty flexible. Now we'll take our second Scrub Daddy and put it in some ice cold water. Let's take it out and repeat the experiment. Oh, that's really hard to squeeze out. It's so stiff. We'll hit this Scrub Daddy with a hammer. So while this Scrub Daddy is rigid, it still retains some flexibility. The next Scrub Daddy will cool to minus 78 degrees Celsius. We'll do that by placing a lot of dry ice on top of the Scrub Daddy. Okay, our Scrub Daddy's been cooled at minus 78 degrees Celsius for a while. We're going to take it out and see what its properties are like at this temperature. Well, in this case, it looks like the Scrub Daddy shattered. So because the main component of the Scrub Daddy, called polycaprolactone, has been cooled below its glass transition temperature, we would expect the Scrub Daddy to behave a lot like a glass, which it has. It's more brittle, and you can see that it has pretty much shattered as a result of being pounded by the hammer. We're going to place the last Scrub Daddy at minus 196 degrees Celsius. To do that, we'll place it in some liquid nitrogen. I'll go ahead and fill this container here with some liquid nitrogen. Okay, now let's take our Scrub Daddy and place it in the liquid nitrogen. Now that it's been cooled to minus 196 degrees Celsius, let's take it out and study its properties. It's interesting to note that its color has shifted a little bit now that it's been cooled. Well, that result shouldn't surprise us, since minus 196 degrees Celsius is lower than minus 60 Celsius, the glass transition temperature of polycaprolactone. So now we can put them all together. Here is the Scrub Daddy that was cooled to minus 196 degrees Celsius. Here's the Scrub Daddy that was cooled to minus 78 degrees Celsius. Here's a Scrub Daddy that was cooled to 0 degrees Celsius. And here's the Scrub Daddy that was at 40 degrees Celsius.